Hospitality is an industry which always gets a lot of pressure throughout the festive season. However, there's no doubt that us, chefs and bakers, feel rewarded to make this period quite special with seasonal meals and desserts. And there's a dessert that makes people very enthusiastic not only in Spain but also across the Atlantic Ocean in Spanish-speaking countries, and it's called Roscón de Reyes. So even though the busiest months of the year have just passed, I wanted to show you the process of how it reaches the customer's hands, the side that you cannot see if you're not a baker. Empty, absolutely empty Madrid. That doesn't happen very often. Oh, finally first car I see today. So a little last push today. I'm going to work a bit earlier, trying to be more organized. We come early, finish early, and my view today is actually super beautiful. So I dare to say I go to work under the moonlight. So my head chef has been baking since 1:30. How many orders we're doing? Over 100. When I came, the head baker was already on fire baking. He took the roscones out, so now we can do a fast track brushing and baking. They proof quite slowly and not like typically using yeast. These ones are mixed using sourdough starter. Well, this is just the first round, so let's put the music on and let's get into action. We don't want to keep the oven empty, so we make sure we have all we need to top up in our containers with nuts, as we will need a lot. Ground pistachios will be used for decoration only. There's an interesting thing about the surprise being hidden inside the roscón. We use these figurines. They can be kings, as I show here, or quite random, as these ones. Put them inside, seal, and even out if necessary. I didn't know this tradition before moving to Spain, but it sounds super cute, because as far as I have heard, kids are very keen on finding these figurines. So whoever gets a piece with a figurine inside means the one will have a fortunate year ahead. Even though we don't do it, there is another surprise. The person who finds the haba, dried fava bean, must pay for the next year's cake. So it can be really vabank here with these roscones. So when we have to bake these special batches, we kind of create work section, where first, for example, we egg wash and spread a lot of nuts on the dough. So it means lots of nuts, pearl sugar, and repetition. One batch in, and immediately we start with another one. Even though the typical roscón is rounded, for the variety we do a small version, which in my opinion is super cute and not like a slice of the rounded one. Keeps the moisture better and it looks very festive. When finally decorated, it looks like elfin. You will see that in a few moments. What do you think? Do you prefer a slice of roscón or a small ball? Let me know in the comments down below. We came to work a few hours before as usual, but time is ticking so fast and we will need to jump on the regular baking, as our croissants are proving and other pastries are nearly done too. But this part will be shown in detail another day in the life of a baker. But today, let's focus on roscón. While baking, me or my colleague, who starts a little bit later, start whipping the cream. To tell the exact number of liters per day, it's quite difficult. It can be from 10 to 25 liters per day, as it depends on the orders and walk-ins. So we start quite early with that too. So the cream, icing sugar and vanilla bean paste get whipped till eventually reach this texture. We store them in the piping bags and use till needed. Once the baby roscones are done, we head to the decoration section. Perhaps every bakery in Madrid makes these roscones, but it's very hard to find the same version of it. Here we finish them with candied fruit and ground pistachios. Very final touch, some icing sugar. I cannot do this part without explaining the meaning of the candied orange too. It represents the jewels on the king's crown. So much tradition for this cake. I'm not even going to start with the fiestas and attention to the celebration in Madrid and the whole Spain during this Three Kings Day. So some people prefer to buy the whole one and either make cream at home or eat it without. Some prefer to have it completely done, so it gets sliced in half and packed. We also got requests to do crème diplomat, but nothing beats the popularity of chantilly. Finally, we put another half on top and decorate as mentioned before. Pack in the box and ready to go to the customer hands. As with the big ones, we also do a small roscones with cream. Seemed like we whipped so much cream, but it disappeared in minutes. People actually also ask for cream takeaway, so that's available too. Even though I'm showing my day, there are lots of people involved in the final product. Start with mixing, then shaping, arranging, preparing to bake, baking, decorating and selling. I guess we all get our hands full during the Christmas period, but later everything will even out. However, my day is not over yet. So now I'm editing one video which I wanna put it live in a few days. So but I wanna say that I need to hurry up making it because it needs to go live on Sunday as my usual day. So I'm still quite far away. I'm doing a voiceover and editing and cutting and putting in the right place. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit stressful because I need to make sure I go to bed on time and I really need to finish at least this part. So just a little bit behind the scene where yeah, it's kind of, I could feel completely nerd. Just came home, ate and then sit by the computer and working. Guess how many times I used the word Roscón in this video? Hope you learned something new, and if not, hope you enjoyed the bakery's behind the scenes day. Thank you for watching and see you next week.